see Chapel Hill, and they have a pretty extensive library, and they have like actually multiple extensive libraries. And one of them is like the library or whatever, like the library science library, and they have like tons of graphic novels, and also like once in a while they have like a little portfolio thing, so it looks like a book, but you pull it out, open it up, and like issues, yeah, but the whole run. So in this case, see the kind of 1 through 4 were in there. So in the back.
Any preview you can get after any hint you give us of what's going to go on in the regular Captain America book during Reborn? Will maybe
it's not coming out during Reborn. Reborn basically replaces Captain America. Well, we're doing this the same month the first issue of Reborn comes out. Cap 601 comes out, which is printing this 40-page story I did that Gene Colan drew, but that takes place mostly in World War II. And then Cap is going on hiatus until Reborn is done, and then it comes back in issue 602.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, it's basically because I was thinking about doing like a 4-issue storyline that just started the 50s Cap, just because all the characters from Cap are in Reborn, as well as characters from the Avengers and Fantastic Four, and just basically it's this giant Marvel Captain America-centric project. So we decided it just didn't make any sense to, the Cap book would feel like an ancillary book to its own story. And Bendis already did that in Secret Edition. Well, he did it well, but it's like I would just obviously be just copying what he did. It'd be like the Falcon standing around and going, this is a bad day. But not as entertainingly as Bendis does it.
In the back.
I enjoy drugs.
Right.
There you go.
I enjoy drugs. Good question.
Glad you like the
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Since Captain America also appears in the New Avengers, I assume it's not going on hiatus.
No. But, New Avengers has a huge cast, so they can just have Bucky in the background making a sandwich once in a while. Arguing with Hawkeye about, the new game or something.
Steve, I just want to say you're one of the names that I follow. But when you're automatic, I'm automatically going to take a look at it.
Oh, thanks.
Next.
You ready?
As much as I don't like characters, I like to die and be gone. I will say that when I first found out about Cap dying, I sort of wished he would have just stayed dead because, everyone's going to die someday when you're a hero because you're not going to retire. And so the one thing I did like is that you made Bucky such a great Cap that if he'd never come back, I would have appreciated what Steve was, but I would have felt that Bucky really would have been able to take that now and work on. So that's something that's hard to do, to have a character die who's been around for a long time and really say, you know what, they had a great run, we love them, and this other person, and while they're not them, just as good. So compliments to you for that. That's
Oh,
so
thanks.
hard to do.
Well, I will say, when we first did issue 25, Cap was originally going to come back in issue 30. I just was under the naive impression that nobody would care, and that it wouldn't be this giant news story, and then the story just kept growing and growing. There was never originally a plan for Bucky to become the new Cap, but as the story just kept growing, and I realized, well, having Steve dead opens up all these other possibilities for stories, and it became this epic. But in issue 25, I actually planted the seed to open the door to bringing him back right there in one of the last pages when Sharon remembers killing him. But I will say, we announced there was a project called Reborn coming out right before the 4th of July, written by me, and Marvel somehow managed to keep it a secret that it was Captain America coming back. I don't think anyone was too surprised on Monday when they announced that it was Captain America Reborn. It's like, oh, really? Thanks for keeping it a secret. but because it was the most obvious thing it could be. But at the same time, I think, because that was the most obvious thing it could be, I hope, people assume I have a future except my sleeve left, and that what happens in the book won't be the most obvious things that people will be expecting. So, I can't say more than that, but if you're a fan of Bucky, don't be leaving yet. But yeah, I do like the fact that it was like, there was this crowd of people were like, yeah, how dare you bring Bucky back? And then, you know, and then the same people, you know, a year later, how dare you kill Captain America? And then, you know, a year later, how dare you make Bucky the new Captain America? And now this is the exact same people like, how dare you bring Steve Epting as a great Cap? And it's like, do you realize you're the same thing? It's like, now you're saying, how dare I not make him be the new Cap forever? It's like, I love that. Like, the outraged people are outraged about, you know, in a year they're going to be really outraged about something else. How dare you make Ant-Man the new Aunt May?
So is Bucky going to have to find a new place to live now?
No, I'm not revealing anything. We'll see. That's a big house. I mean, they got like Luke Cage living in there. You don't want to go in the bathroom after Luke Cage.
Sweet Christmas.
Have you seen that guy?
Is Angel of Death going to get iTunes distribution?
I think once the DVD comes out, yeah, it'll be available as a feature on iTunes and probably PSP or not PSP, but like the PlayStation 3. You know, they do like movie downloads on that.
It'll be the full movie.
The feature version, yeah. Me and the producers were really after them after it had been on Crackle for a month. We were like, put it on iTunes. Let people download all 10 episodes because people prefer downloads to streaming. They just do. And we had 7 million people watch this thing on Crackle as streaming. And I thought, you know, don't you think at least 100,000 of those people or more would probably be willing to pay $5 to download it to their computer or their iPhone or whatever? And I don't understand. Sometimes, you know, these companies are really rushing to try to get stuff out on the internet, but the only person I've seen take advantage of the internet distribution properly is a creator, Joss Whedon, who put Dr. Orwell was available on their site exclusively for a couple days, and it was on Hulu, and then it was available on iTunes at the exact same time. You could either download it, you could watch it streaming, and then 6 months later the DVD came out and sold through the roof. Like, these markets are different markets, and the big companies, it's like trying to roll a boulder uphill with these guys sometimes, you know, because they're so afraid to make the wrong decision that they don't monetize their own stuff properly. And if I had produced Angel of Death and funded it myself, I would have put it exclusively on Crackle for the first 10 days when all the episodes were coming out, and then it would have been available on iTunes the next day for download for like $5 to download all 10 episodes. And, you know, and then when the feature came out, I would have yanked all that stuff and made the feature available on iTunes only. So, you know, there are different markets, there are different